So Mike Irish is saying, to be fair, clarification would need to come from someone who's still alive, not agreeing that the Pope needs to, just saying that we can't ask the writings of Holy Scripture and Council Fathers. I understand what you're saying there. I totally get that. And what you're saying is like Pope Francis is still alive, so he can clarify. I've also responded to that and said, look, in some cases he has clarified. In some cases he doesn't. And we might ask the question like, well, why doesn't he come back and like clarify? Okay. I think it's because he is abundantly clear on what it is. There's no need to clarify. It's that he recognizes some people are just twisting his words. But you might still say, but it's still necessary to come out and say something. I understand that. But at some point, when this is happening to you daily, you're going to get tired of having to clarify yourself when you were already clear enough. You're going to get sick of it. And you're just going to say, look, those people who are going to misinterpret me, they're going to do that no matter what I say, no matter what I clarify. Let those people be those people. I'm just going to continue to focus on my ministry and what I need to do. I imagine that's probably where he's coming from, because I can speak from personal experience. I get misquoted all the time. People take things out of context. They completely run with it and spread it on social media. Michael's denying transubstantiation, and Michael's a heretic, and Michael believes this, and he's denying the Council of Florence, and just running with wacky stuff. At some point, I realized, you know what? I'm tired of responding to all this. I'm tired of having to clarify everything. These people are just going to do that. They're going to twist what I say no matter what. For somebody who is honest, they have enough evidence out there to know what I meant. So I'm just going to have to trust, for the people who are trying to be fair, they have enough to know what I meant. And the people who don't want to be fair to me, there's nothing I could say to clarify it anyway. So I'm just not even going to waste my time, because if I'm going to go and explain myself and clarify myself for every time that this happens, it's going to be a full-time job and I'll never be able to get anything else done. So I've had to even personally come to that point that most of the time I'm not going to respond to this unless I see it absolutely necessary. I'm just not going to respond to that stuff. I see people all the time misquoting me and saying that Michael told me this and Michael said that. I'm not going to do that. It would be a full-time job. And frankly, I don't want to entertain those people because they don't deserve to be entertained. But experiencing that just to a very small degree, I can imagine someone like Pope Francis, a worldwide public figure. He has to deal that on an infinite level. He's getting criticism from everyone, and he's getting quoted all the time and then misquoted, and then people are misinterpreting and then spreading the misinterpretation. It's happening constantly. At some point, I imagine he said, you know, in the majority of these cases, I'm probably just not going to respond anymore, because it would just be a full-time job to do nothing but clarify myself to people who are just not giving me the judgment of charity. He's probably saying, I've already been clear enough on evangelization. I've already been clear enough on what I mean by proselytism. I just have to be confident that people who are sincerely trying to understand me will just do a quick Google search and they'll see what I mean. It didn't take me long to prepare today's presentation. It did not take long to prepare that PowerPoint. It doesn't take long. It's a very quick Google search will yield what he meant by these things. And a very quick Google search will also yield what he thinks about evangelization and convincing people in the appropriate way versus an illicit form of convincing people. Oh wait, before you go, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting this channel. This is my primary means to provide for my family, and it also helps me to produce content like this video. If you would like to support me, become a patron by visiting patreon.com/Reason and Theology. You'll also get access to extra exclusive content when you become a patron. Lastly, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and be sure to leave a comment down below. God bless.